Happy new moon eclipse in Aries. Today is such a potent, powerful, energetic day. And whether you find this video on the actual day of the eclipse or in the days to come or sometime in the future, know that there is something here for you to take away. And know that time is fluid and that we are in a space where we are able to bring and merge all timelines into one. I will explain more soon. Now, a reminder that eclipses work with us for 6 months after the full date and the activation day that we are in. So today is March 29th, and this is the specific day where we are experiencing this Aries eclipse energy. And anything that we choose to do on this day is going to amplify and open us into new opportunities and a new direction. Now, because this energy works with us over the course of these next few months, half a year, we have an opportunity to ride the wave of this energy. And the theme of Aries is to reinvent ourselves. It is really about our personal identity, who we are, who we believe we are, who we say we are, who we feel we are, and how we align our personal vibration with who we think we are. And so it's a really potent time to be open to allow the clarity of what we want and who we want to be. It's really about being clear about how we want to show up in the world, how we want to live our lives. Are we self-honoring? Are we allowing ourselves to try new things, be in new ways, And even though Aries is fully active with energy, ruled by Mars, Mars is the god of war. And when we take it on the side of being the light aspect minus the shadow, so the shadow is being agitated, irritable, angry. There could be high levels of anxiety coming in with this energy today. And that is something that is part of the process of dismantling the old paradigm of who we are. And when we take the light side of Mars, we are moving in soul aligned action. So even though Aries is about action forward and we are in the initiation energy, the pioneer energy, we are still being asked to reflect, to really nurture our self identity. And there are many ways that we can work with this. We can start to write down what it is that we want, how we want to live, right? How we want to be. What is our character that we present to the world, right? So what we want to do is look at our values, how we feel about ourselves. And really, it's time to upgrade into that loving nature to the self and really honoring what it is that we need. Now, because Aries is the self, it also can tend to be self-centered. It could tend to turn in that way, and we want to really be able to see other people at the same time honor ourselves. There is a very assertive energy and a very confident energy about Aries. It's very fiery in nature. It is the first sign of the zodiac. It is the seed of creation. It is the beginning. So think of this as a reset. It is a beginning of the reinvention of who you are. And as I spoke about in the beginning about these timelines, now I have experiences of timelines where I can see different timelines playing out. I can also look back into the past and see how if I took a certain route in my life or took a certain path that I am not currently on, I could see the unfoldment of what that would have looked like had I chosen that path. And now, with this eclipse season, it's a time when the veil is very thin. So, not only can we connect in to the spirit realm very easily, to our guides, to our ancestors, to the ascended masters that we work with, to our star team, to our soul lineage, we also have an opportunity to see clearly in front of us the multiple timelines that exist and choose to be on the highest timeline that will align with our soul's mission. Now, these might sound like very big, grandiose concepts, but I think of a highest timeline as living in joy, living in presence, living in gratitude, and really allowing ourselves to simply be here. And this is the thing with this energy. It is so strong, it is so energetic, it is so fiery that it can cause scatteredness, it can cause anxiety, it can cause aggression, anger, irritability. All of these things can pop up and bubble up, especially if we are sitting on them and we don't even realize we are having these emotions and these feelings within us. Now, to transmute these feelings, there are many ways of going about it. The breath is always the one that we have, that we carry with us everywhere that we go. And so, if this is you, if you are feeling any of this pressure or anxiety or stress that is coming in, and especially around the themes of who am I? Who am I here to be? What am I here to do? If you're feeling this stress, I invite you to feel your feet on the earth. Feel your root at the base of your spine, connect into the earth. Feel yourself here in this body, in this moment. Close your eyes and for a moment connect in with your breath. Very softly and gently inhale and exhale. And sometimes it helps as we inhale through the nose to exhale through the mouth to really regulate our nervous system and allowing the exhale to be longer than the inhale. So this will help us to release some of that pent-up energy that we are feeling. Now, on the flip side, if all of those feelings of, pressure, anxiety, stress, if they are not here and you are riding this wave and you're feeling the energy and the momentum and the excitement, the invitation is to pause. Even though the energy is there, pause, be present, reflect. As a ritual, you can start to align yourself. Align yourself with the next moment, the next choice, the next thought, the next feeling by being present in this now moment. So the moment we choose presence, which the theme of Aries is I am. It is the beginning of creation. I am. The initiation is the I. The am is the beingness, the ascended mastery that we are in. And we are in this mastery when we are present. Now, when we look at life and say we're walking on the spectrum of life and we're walking on this horizontal path from the past to the future. If we're walking on this horizontal path, we are either living in the past or we are projecting into the future. What do we find in the past? We find guilt, we find shame, we find fear that starts to project into the future based on that shame and guilt and blame. And then when we start living in the idea of the future from an ungrounded state, from the projection of the past, we start to feel anxiety and stress and worry and pressure, and like we're not where we're meant to be yet. Like we want to achieve things and they haven't happened yet. And oh my God, I'm not on time. I'm not on time, or whatever the stories we tell ourselves. And the moment we bring the energy into the present moment, the past and the future, I can say collapse, let's say they merge. They merge into one timeline, which is now, this now timeline. And in this now timeline, I can only go upward on the vertical path of ascension, on the vertical path of my soul's evolution and my soul's growth, where I have more conscious awareness of every single thing that is happening, every single thought that is moving through my mind. Now, I've studied with Joe Dispenza, and one thing he said really, really made me think. So, in his studies that they've done, they have found that we go unconscious 6 times every minute. And within those 6 times of every minute, sometimes we go so unconscious by getting into a story in our head that we lose many minutes and we're unconscious for that whole time. So this is the training and the retraining of the mind to be here, to be present, to be fully aware. And when we are, the only way through is up. The only way we can go is up, because there is no past, there is no future. Yes, from this present moment state, we can start to intentionally create ideas, goals, visions of our future that we want. And from this state of pure presence and gratitude and love and beingness, we don't attach ourselves to that future outcome. We simply see it, we intend it, we feel it, we speak it, we get excited about it, and we let it go. And so this is the nature of the energy that we are in right now. It is very ripe with potential. Very, very ripe. So these are some things to contemplate and ask yourself. Who am I? Who am I? Who do I want to be? What qualities do I want to bring into the world? What gifts have I been blessed with that I can share with others to uplift, to help others, to help humanity rise into their full potential? Now remember, this is part of the spectrum that we are on. We had Virgo eclipse, Aries eclipse. Virgo is selfless service. Aries is self-service, right? So we're working with both of these energies. And with this new moon energy representing new beginnings, seeds of potential, we really have an opportunity to reinvent ourselves. So take time, take space, take deep breaths to bring yourself into the here and now. Meditate. Do relaxation techniques. Really allow yourself to be intimate with yourself. And the more that you give yourself space to be in your own company, the clearer you will be about who you are and who you are here to be in the world. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I appreciate you, and if this was helpful, please remember to subscribe to my channel and like it. Add comments if there's any insights that you have, if there's anything you'd love to share. This helps me to get out to more people in the world, and I really would love to continue to build and grow this community here on YouTube, because it does light me up to be able to come here and share whatever is coming through these channeled messages. Sending you much love, much blessings on this eclipse day. See you soon.